Hello. Thanks for having us out today to do this presentation. Just want to start off telling you a little bit about ourselves. My name is Dan Pearson, and I'm the CEO of Predictive Manufacturing Group LLC, PMG for short. I work closely with two colleagues, Daniel McDonald, he's our COO, and Andreas Markvaldas, our CIO. Sorry they couldn't make it out today. But just a high level overview. We provide innovative solutions using cutting edge open source and proprietary technologies and work along some of the best talent in data and analytics today. And if that's something you're interested in, then I think we could have a good relationship. Can you just tell me a little bit about XYZ Corp and the challenges you're facing today?
Yeah, hi Dan. Thanks for coming out on such short notice. My name is Mike Smith, and I'm the CIO here for XYZ Corporation. And it might actually help a little bit just to give a little bit about a history about the firm itself. We're a privately owned company. It's ninth generation. It's still a family-run business. I was brought on as the CIO to kind of take them from kind of being an analog device company to a digital service corporation. We have about 115 production facilities in North America, both here in the US and Canada. We're kind of a blend of a manufacturing company as well as a service provider, in particular for in linens and uniforms, where we work with our customers in delivering uniforms via kind of a fleet of trucks, so to speak. So we're a very large company, but we still kind of operate on a what I like to call an analog system. So I'm really kind of interested to hear about some of the product features and services that your company offers.
Thanks for that introduction, Mike. You mentioned you were taking the company from analog to digital. Can you go into some steps you've already taken or what's going on there?
Okay, Dan. Well, I think it might help to give you a little bit of a description of kind of where we started. We kind of bucketed into four different areas that we were targeting. When I came on board, all our accounting, payroll, HR systems were kind of decentralized with databases all over the place. We were using, essentially handwritten order sheets for our equipment tracking and customer credits. Our laundry machines, everything was hand sorted. We weren't using any barcode processing or anything. And to be quite blunt, all our reports were we were doing it in Excel. So really the first task that we did was actually to start attacking and try to update some of our systems with some of the cloud-based offerings out there. We're a really strong believer in open source technologies, as well as kind of not using appliances or commodity based approaches. I'm really kind of interested in some of the services and kind of some of the equipment that you guys can help us, specifically around capturing sensor data on our laundry machines, so we can predict uh, outages, as well as to make sure that the chemical flows are running properly in the machines. And then also, we have to deliver this laundry to our customers. We're thinking about putting in GPS sensors into the trucks and capturing that data for both routing and planning purposes. So I'm really kind of interested to see where you guys fit in those two areas.
All right. Thanks for sharing that, Mike. That's really helpful. What we're really all about is wireless sensor data collection and asset protection. And what that's going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to monitor your washing machines in real time. You're going to be able to see, the chemical uh, feeds and temperature, spin cycle rates, stuff like that. Um, and we're going to be able to scale that data collection for you too, depending on whatever the workload is at that time. And we're actually going to be able to analyze long-term trends in your hardware, um, and also monitor some of your customer trends as well. Um, we're also going to be able to help you, centralize that data architecture, both on premises and in the cloud. So we integrate basically your existing tech uh, and
Okay, hey
into
Dan, let
your.
me interrupt you really quick. So what it sounds like you're telling me is that you could actually just build right on top of all the stuff that we've already started with our modernization plan. Is that correct?
Yes, Mike. Yeah, we can build right on top of your existing infrastructure, and we're going to be able to enhance your analytical capabilities, lower your costs, and actually increase your or speed up your time to insights by implementing our modern data structures.
Just just reading off your slide, it does look like you guys are able to uh, build some risk management and predictive models for some of our equipment. Because, like I mentioned earlier, we're really kind of starting from scratch. We don't have an in-house data science team, and I'm really kind of hoping that we could leverage some of your expertise and see if you can, augment some of that workload for us with your own services. Do you guys have a data science practice in your organization?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a data science team ready to help our customers. They are experts in visualizing data in real time, building and using predictive models, using machine learning techniques, spotting patterns, detecting anomalies, and just mitigating risk all throughout your process. Ultimately, what we want to do is help you implement a smart, business-oriented approach to the data that you collect that is specific to XYZ Corp's needs. And we're going to help you meet your goals. We're going to help you trim costs. And ultimately, we want to help boost your profits.
So, Dan, let me just take a quick step back about really what we're trying to accomplish here, because I think we maybe might have drifted a little bit off the point. We're really kind of in the beginning of a 3-year process of modernizing the company. But some of the things that you mentioned, especially around the wireless sensor technology, is really interesting for us. Um, Particularly around the washing machine systems, where we're really looking to increase our efficiency on the wash cycles, try to prevent system breakdowns, monitor our chemical usage, for EPA and OSHA requirements. And then likewise, with our fleet of trucks, we really want to reduce our vehicle maintenance breakdowns, and we also want to increase the efficiency of you know getting the drivers to actually deliver to more customers in a shorter time frame. But I really kind of want to reiterate, like, these are kind of long-term steps. So I was wondering, maybe could you just tell me briefly about some of the technology that you're using, and maybe I could just then see if it kind of fits into our existing technology stack.
Well, that actually leads right into our next slide here. Usually, we would have a sales engineer here to go over the real technical nitty gritty details with you, but because it was short notice, we couldn't get one out here today. But would you mind telling me a little bit about what technologies you're using right now?
Yeah, sure, Dan. I'd be more than happy to talk a little bit about some of the technologies that we're using. Like I mentioned earlier, we're really big on the kind of the open source technologies. So, we're trying to leverage pretty much everything. I know you guys don't like hearing this free, but all the free technologies out there. But I do realize that we're going to have to buy some proprietary and customized software. However, like I said, we really kind of want to limit those options really to specifically what drives the most business value for our organization. But just to throw out some names, for some of our centralized HR and billing software. We're up in the cloud, and we're using the Amazon data stack for that. In terms of our message bus, we're leveraging we're kind of building out a Kafka cluster to start gathering a lot of you know essentially building out an enterprise information bus for our organization. And then our visualization piece, we're using Tableau. But I really like what I'm seeing on the slide in terms of kind of like your edge case. It looks like your communication piece kind of blends into what we're kind of thinking, and then I could totally see us using a lot of that analytic and visualizing the analysis results that I'm seeing on that slide. So, everything that you've kind of mentioned today really kind of hits some of the things that we're definitely looking into.
All right, Mike. Thanks for sharing all this. I'm just wondering, what are the next steps for you? What does that look like, do you think?
Well, how's this sound? Let me go back to my guys. We'll get together. We'll sync up our schedules, and we'll give you guys a call. And maybe we could have a bigger, more technically in-depth meeting next time.
All right. Well, I got your email address. I'm going to send you this slide deck, and tell you what, I'm going to give you a call sometime in the next few days, and we can set something up for the next meeting.
That sounds great. Thanks a lot, Dan, for coming out.